All right, so I'm going to continue this video because my phone had ran out of, storage. So it's full. So it stopped. All right, so going back on the topic, like when I said, oh, well, Alize, what about you? A lot of people will say that. But I'm here to tell you, in the 3D reality, yes, this is only temporary. And I will always say this because it is only temporary. What I'm going through is only temporary. What you're going through is only temporary. Okay? And you have to first become rich up here before you can become rich out here. Only because the mindset, your thoughts, are the most strongest thing. Negative or positive or negative, whatever it is. Your thoughts are what's going to contribute to you being able be to do whatever you want to do in this external reality. It's just simple. Okay? And the reason I say this is because I understand that the economy has been failing. We've been through this whole system of, the system, how it's designed to fail us and all of these things. I understand that there's a lot of things that we're looking at, but if we actually start to look at ourselves and take responsibility for the fact that why we aren't getting to where we want to be. I am first here to say that yes, I do believe that this channel will blow the hell up. The outcome is not for me to even touch upon, but I know and I have faith and I have belief. Okay? Now, as much as I may get frustrated at certain things, I do not let it hinder me in my mind, because in my mind I cannot let these thoughts overpower me, okay, and make me feel like this is just going to be my life forever. Wherever you are, whatever position that you are in is not forever. Nothing lasts forever, ever. And this is true. So if you are in a temporary money position, or if you're in debt, or whatever you're going through, you have a breakthrough that is coming. And one thing about the reason your philosophy is very important on how you perceive things, because if you notice, if you see the world as a negative place, or not even just the world, how people say money is the root of all evil. That is so not true. I used to think the same thing. Money is not the root of all evil. If anything, I feel that the people who have it and what they do with it can be evil. However, money is not evil. If you see money as something that is demonized, if you demonize it and you see it as something negative, and you're always looking at it as, people that have money, or some people, they act like this because that, and you can't do that. And when you go in the store, instead of telling yourself, ooh, that's too expensive. I used to say that. Ooh, that's too expensive. I'm tired of saying that's too expensive. Now I say, oh, I'm a have that. That's going to be mine. I'm going to get those. Oh, I'm going to get all of that. Because you start to change the perception of how you view it. You never know where it can actually come from. Manifestation is always perfect, as they say, which is very true. Okay? But we're going to stick to the topic of money. So, once you become rich up here, which it has to start here. There's no other way. Because if you are looking at things always in a negative light, you're going to always not even just attract the negative things, but you're going to keep these things are going to keep coming up over and over and over and over and over again. Now, so many people don't believe that, but I've been studying not just only rich people and what they do, billionaires, millionaires, trillionaires, whatever they are, gazillionaires, okay? And not just even people, just successful people in general, and people who aren't even rich even say this themselves. You must change your mindset of how you see money. Because if you do not change your mindset of how you view and see money, you are going to forever see it in a negative way. And you are going to forever live in the life of being employed and not self-employed. Now, one thing I was learning was, okay, like I said, I will go on into talking about how a friend of mine, we were having a conversation, and he said, I guess he had a friend, and he asked him, he said, something about his job, his 9 to 5. He said, I have to pay bills, I got to do this. And I told him, there's nothing wrong with a 9 to 5. You have certain people, even YouTubers, who have blown up, okay, that I know of, who have blown up, who had jobs. There are certain people who are even even artists who have had jobs. It's nothing wrong with that. I'm not sitting here and telling you to quit your job. So do not say that I'm saying quit your job and go outside and say, no, I am done in this, that, and the third if you do not have a plan. But I am telling you to change your mindset of how you see money. Every day when I check my card and I do not have what I want, I say, I am a multimillionaire. I am a multimillionaire. I am a multimillionaire. Because I know that these affirmations are working. And they are. And not just only me affirming it, but putting behind the action towards what I am doing, what I am pursuing. Okay? And do not feel as if though just because you have to work for free, you have to work for free sometimes before you can actually start to get paid for what you love to do. Let's be realistic here. Okay? But you cannot see it as, oh, well, I don't want to do that. I'm just going to, continue to think that, I have to have a paycheck, or to continue to think that, it's only rich people can have all this money, and I can't really actually be up there with, the big boys and the girls and, all those people that have all this money and this, that, and the third. Don't think like that. Don't think just because you are an average person. Change from being an average person to being more of an advanced being. That's what I'm doing, starting with thoughts and how I see things. Okay? Everyone is going to have circumstances. However, you cannot let those circumstances get to you. Do you not know how frustrating it is? It's very frustrating. It is. I used to be the type of person to complain and complain and complain. Why don't you just do something about it and just shut up? What's the point of you complaining? What will complaining do? Okay? And I am the type of person that has given up I take that back. One thing I can honestly say is that I used to see things so negatively, but not only did I see them negatively, at so many times in my life I wanted to give up. When I was homeless, I wanted to give up. When I was not able to get into a nursing assistant class without having to pay as much money and didn't even have the money, I wanted to give up without even trying to find a second job because my dad was going to kick me out on the streets. I wanted to give up. Okay? Even so many times I wanted to give up. I wanted to, but I persisted and I persisted. And I am here to tell you that eventually, okay, as of the age of 24, as of right now, okay, I am not here to just tell you something I am not doing myself every single day. Now I spend all of my time at night studying, creating new content, and putting it out here because I know that I am inspiring people. I know that I am an inspiration, and I feel that, and I know that I am a motivation for people because I never thought that I was a motivation at one point in my life. But when you see things so negatively, you get tired of looking at the negative and you just want to take something and you just want to say, you know what, I'm sick of this. So stop looking at it like a negative thing. I'm not saying to fall in love with it. If you want to fall in love with it and roll in it and just throw it in the sky, then go ahead. That's what you want to do. But if you do want to be successful, and this channel is not to teach you how to be rich. It's not. I make videos on billionaire mindsets and millionaire mindsets because I barely started watching this stuff like a couple of months ago while I was injured and couldn't work at the time. I was literally watching a lot of people. Jim Rohn, Les Brown, Eric Thomas, Tony Robbins, okay, Tyrese Gibson, heard his motivation, David Joggins, okay, Ayanna Van Zant, all right. I was watching people who, even Arnold Schwarzenegger, people who are successful, and they talked about how it's going to be hard. Oh, also Gary Vee, because he gets straight to the point. And they were talking about how it's going to be painful. But when you really want something, you really want it. In fact, going on from that, let's not, hold on, here. Let me give you something real quick. Okay. Tony Robbins said, we don't get what we want, but what we have to have. And to me, what that means is if you desire something and you want it bad enough, you will do anything and everything in your power to have it. You will make a way. You will find a way. Whether your intuition, your spirit guides, whatever, your ancestors, whoever is speaking to you, you will find a way. God, you will find a way. You, family, I don't know you, but you will find a way. Because whatever you desire, it will and it has to come to you if you are working towards it to get to it. Now, I want to say this, okay? I'm not, me personally, me making the decision of wanting to be rich is not because I just want to be rich and just roll in a pile of money. It's because I want to change lives. It's because I want to actually invest in something. And my kids will have their own trust fund, for money for their education, whatever they want to be, whatever they want to do. I can leave my family, okay, when I decease and I die, because I will leave as a legend. And that's just the truth. I will. And I am manifesting that as I'm telling you on this video. That's why my rap name is Legend Z, because I see myself as legendary. And you should see yourself as legendary as well. Do not look at money negatively. Do not see it as something that you cannot have. You can have it. It is attainable. It will come to you. So if you know that there is a dream, as I always will say, or a passion of yours, don't just let fear, worry, and doubt from what you've been told by parents, grandparents for many, many years and many, many moons. Why don't you go and get a real job? What's that? Heard that before? Now, I'm not saying don't go out there. If you have a job, you're working on a passion, like myself, me doing YouTube, etc., and other things, once I actually am able to have the income to bring it in, then yes, I will eventually leave that job. All right? Of course. Of course. Why would I want to keep it? Because what I would love to do, being a motivational speaker, I see myself on the stage, visualizing myself inspiring millions and millions of people every single day, because my voice has power. And I know that you, as an individual watching this video, you possess a lot of power as well. So why would you allow the negative belief of money from other people, and even yourself, your own thoughts, just spiral out of control and make you feel like it's something that you cannot have or will never have? You can be that. So make it happen today. Right now, change your mindset. Because so many people will say, I was told you're not rich. I said, you know what? You're right. But up here, I'm rich up here. It all starts up here. Always. And it will be out there. Because this is only temporary. And I tell myself this every day, every single time I get frustrated with something that I do not have. I'm like, you know what? I can't even with the frustration, the feeling, I separate my feelings from my thoughts, and I keep telling myself, no, no, no. Absolutely not. This is not how it will be. Not for long. Because it won't. And let's see. Oh, also, I wanted to say this. Since we're talking about the philosophy, I want to go on to neglect, because Jim Rohn talked about how it's easy to have things that are, okay, things that you can do that are easy to do, okay, but it's also easy to not do those things, because that is when neglect comes in, meaning that you are careless, you neglect it, you push it to the side, you fail to care, to prioritize it. And he goes on to say, infection Neglect plus infection equals disease. Well, that's what I put. But he talks about how an infection will later on become a disease. And what is that infection? The infection is your mindset. So the more your negative mindset, your negative thoughts is the infection, and it has now become a disease because you decided to see money as a very negative thing, when in reality it's really not. It's not. It's really not. He also says that in order for you or to not stop thinking like an average person, I told myself now I see myself as an entrepreneur. That's exactly how I see myself. Whether people see it or not, I don't care. That's their belief. Because I'm not thinking as an employee. I'm not thinking as a person just getting doing a 9 to 5. Again, I don't have nothing. I don't have nothing against 9 to 5. But I've always been the type of person that wanted to have something more. I never live for satisfaction, ever, because I am never satisfied. I have to do more. It has to be more for me. That's just how I am. But he says you cannot be an average person wanting to do big things. It's like you can't be average, but you can't think. Still remain average and not change who you are. Change your values. Have bigger standards. Tony Robbins goes on to talk about how you have to make new choices. I used to try to do the same thing over and over again and see no results, because that's not going to get me anywhere. And then we go on to self-discipline. I believe I made a video about that. And really just being consistent. Okay? Even when you fall off the path, it's okay. Get back up. I did too. I slacked. I lacked. I did. Because I wasn't even posting videos like that. And now I'm back on it. Now I'm dropping 2 videos every single day because I'm just on it. No breaks. No off. Having to look up new information. What else to talk about? What else to put out? What else can I learn? Things that I have to do in order to become that person that I want to be. Not just only an entrepreneur, but a new established woman. A whole new individual who thinks differently and has the mindset, the money mindset, but the positive money mindset. Not that negative money mindset. Not that mindset of I'm going to stay thinking this way and thinking small. I think big. If you go on my Instagram, you will see aspiring motivational speaker, aspiring, what else? YouTuber. Well, I'm doing YouTube now. So YouTuber, podcasting sensation, author. I have books. Yes. I told myself I wouldn't even say certain things. I don't have books yet, but I'm writing 2 books right now. But the first one I want to put out is about myself, because I feel like that's more personal, and I want to be able to change people's lives and have them see and get a visual of my life, but also let them know that they're not alone. We always say that people don't know what we're going through, but David Joggins said there's always someone out there that does know what you're going through, knows exactly how you feel. They may not be going through the same situation, but they know exactly how you feel. How they would say, it always is going to start up here, and that's something that we have to work through. And while I'm doing this myself, I want people on board with me, because I know that we can all make a change and we can all become something more great if we just change our thoughts and the perception of how we view money and how we view this world. You're talking to someone who used to say that they never liked people, which was not a good thing to say. And that's why half of the time I didn't talk to people, or people hardly did not talk to me. So I decided to change my mindset. Okay? So with that being said, I want to say I hope you did enjoy the video. And I hope you also have a new perspective, a new philosophy, a philosophical view based off of money. Okay? And you see that this is not just me talking out of my rear end. This is me pulling facts and putting them on the table. Do not let what your circumstances as of right now tell you that you will not be where you want to be, where you see yourself and you vision yourself. I don't care what it is. I don't. I don't care. There's always a way. There is always a way. A to the L to the I to the Z to the E, and you just got your daily dose of Legend Z. Peace.